left you in defeat. Doubt has stole away your peace. When hope is buried underneath all the lies that you so long believe in, light up this void. A flicker of hope drowns despair's voice. Open your heart, step out of the shadows, away from the dark. Fear's been insincere, hope is here. I wrote that song in about a 1.5 year time period. I had, for a very long period of my life, since I was 20 years old, struggled with a severe illness called Cushing's disease. It took a while to find the diagnosis, and I finally did when I was 25. And during that time period, while I was finding that diagnosis and recovering, God put in my heart that He wanted me to write music. Fast forward, as I'm still recovering, the illness takes a really long time to recover from. I met my now husband, Tan, and we were kind of waiting to get married because of my health journey and making sure I was healthy. And I had come to a point where I was doing pretty well. And so we thought it was about time to get married. And so we did. But right after that, I started to have a decline in my health. And I started struggling, started losing some of my abilities that I had gained back, just having a lot of fogginess in my mind, having exhaustion, and something happened that has really never happened to me before. I started becoming severely anxious, and I started having pretty severe symptoms of depression, and everything became really dark for me. I just felt this deep heaviness, this deep darkness over my mind. I'd wake up every morning and I'd read my Bible, I'd pray, I would spend time with the Lord, but I couldn't get my body going. And as my body was trying to heal from this disease, Cushing's disease, my hormones were just not working correctly. And I had gone through some other tragedies earlier in that year, and I think everything just kind of came together and made for my body crashing again completely. And I was trying to obey God's calling on my life, and I was trying to listen to His voice, and I would pen these lyrics, and I started on a song. I had the title first, Hope is Here. Previously, my pastor had asked me to write an Easter song, so I had the title from that, Hope is Here. It didn't turn into an Easter song, but I still had that title, and I would slowly put together the lyrics for that song. And it turned into a song as I was going through this season of depression and struggling to get well, and hoping and praying I would get well, and just wanting to be present as a wife and to be present with my husband, and just waiting for that moment and for my body to heal. And I would pen these lyrics at several nights, several days, and just thinking about what I was going through and the truth of what I needed to hear, and thinking about people who were struggling through the same issues or something similar. And I just wanted to remember that I didn't have to give up, that God was going to bring me through. He was going to use me. He was going to keep His promise that I would be able to reach people with music, with the truth of His word through song. Finally came to the end of the song. It took about a 1.5 years to finish it up, and this is it. This is Hope is Here. I just hope and pray that it blesses you guys, and it brings you through depression, through a loss of a family member, loss of a friendship. And I truly wrote it from a deep space where I wasn't doing well. And it sounds really hopeful, and it sounds very happy, but I want you to know that as you latch onto it, that it can just hopefully be an anchor to you, that it will help you remember that you don't need to give up, that just around the corner, the sun is shining, and the sun's going to come out again for you, and you're going to get to the other side. I pray this blesses you guys.